Well, here we are with Exodus 9, and the hits just keep on coming for the Egyptians because of Pharaoh's refusal to do what God tells him to do through Moses and Aaron. In chapter 9, cattle are dying, but only the Egyptian cattle. Ashes are falling, and it's causing boils on people and animals alike, and even on the magicians of the Pharaoh, the magicians who previously had been conjuring up these spells to create catastrophes for the Egyptian people that were just like the ones God had been bringing down upon their heads. But ironically, they were powerful enough to come up with their own catastrophes, but they weren't powerful enough to counteract the catastrophes that God had placed upon the Egyptian people. And this is even before we get into the hail later on in chapter, in chapter 9. I can't help but think about Thursday's reading in Exodus 7, and I had commented at that time that I couldn't help but think while reading this, why didn't God just make the Pharaoh give it up? But again, God's plan is not always the easy way for us, or in this case for the Egyptians. And as I read on in Exodus 7, I was able to answer my own question. Basically, God wanted to show the Egyptian people that he was the only God, and subsequently to destroy the Egyptians afterward. I got to say that verses 14, 15, and 16 here in chapter 9 really spoke to me. And this is the New Living Translation that I'm reading from. Let my people go and worship me. This time I am going to send a plague that will really speak to you and to your servants and to all the Egyptian people, and prove to you there is no other God in all the earth. I could have killed you all by now, but I didn't, for I wanted to demonstrate my power to you and to all the earth. So you still think you're so great, do you, and defy my power and refuse to let my people go? Well, tomorrow about this time I will send a hailstorm across the nation, such as there has never been since Egypt was founded. Now, I don't know about you, but I have to say it's easy to sit here and read through Exodus and reflect upon the attitude and the actions, the subsequent actions of the Pharaoh. But I have to also stop and realize and take stock and understand that how stubborn am I, very much like the Pharaoh, without the power. As we say at the beginning of every sermon, every Sunday, and when it convicts, I will change. Well, I think I'm starting to get convicted in Exodus 9 because I see myself in the Pharaoh. Interested in what you're thinking. Leave a comment down below, and thanks for spending a few minutes in Exodus 9 today. Thanks. God bless.